Prometheus is Lucifer. If we go to Philadelphia, just like if we were going to go to Philadelphia 2,000 years ago, the one on the other side of the pond, you might find some art, like in the art museum in Philadelphia, and you see Prometheus, this depiction of Prometheus, a vulture, eating his liver every single day. He regenerates it every night, and then the vulture, he's chained in a similar fashion to a crucifixion, but to a rock. And a vulture comes, eats his liver, because liver, what's liver mean? Liberation, to live. It is the seat of the soul. So if the liver is compromised, the soul is compromised, of course. So we look at Prometheus and we realize what's going on here. Lucifer being a fallen angel, or being temptation personified, basically. Because if you didn't have temptation, you wouldn't know the difference between your beast and yourself. Temptation has to exist for continuity, to let you know what isn't and what is. So Lucifer is the Latin word for Prometheus. What does it mean? Light bearer or fire bearer. Fire can burn you, or fire can shed light, or can create shadow. So if we really realize the connections between the spinal column and, of course, life itself, the seven heavens, the chakras, Yakub's ladder, whatever, then we realize that Lucifer comes down the chimney, down the corpus calostrum. From the corpus calostrum down the chimney, Lucifer comes, because, again, Santa, Saint Nick, you can get into that if you want to, goes down the chimney to the root chakra, and with that fire, this snake that could be eating its tail now has the opportunity, if it harnesses the sexual energy, because again, the snake in the garden is Lucifer, right? The serpent, the reptile, the fallen angel, the O negative, coming down the spine to awaken the root chakra. And you have the decision to either let the fire burn you, or you can harness it and it can bring you light. So, and if you let the fire burn you, then your snake stays in the root chakra, continually eating its own tail. And Lucifer continues to come down here to tempt you, to show you, it's just a servant within you, a part of you, to show you what you could do with it. And then every day that you choose not to, you spill the seed or what have you, or lust in other ways and other fashions to stay earthly and dense, because that's what the liver, of course, that's what it signifies, Prometheus. The liver is compromised, then you're basically fighting to stay mortal, fighting to stay human, fighting to go through Groundhog's Day every day, continually go through the same things, like Prometheus, Lucifer, on that rock every day, trying to stay in physical form. So the vulture comes, eats his liver. He regenerates it every night as he returns, crosses the rainbow bridge back to himself. Then he fights to stay mortal. Temptation, he gives in, it succumbs to temptation. The vulture, it's the never-ending cycle. It's the never-ending cycle of compensation. So that's what Lucifer is a servant. Not to worship Lucifer, of course, because it's a servant that you yourself, or your God, whatever, what have you, has bestowed upon you or created within you for continuity, for respect, so that you can know what to protect, know what to respect, whatever. And that is the significance of Lucifer. And that's why people, of course, praise this entity within ourselves, because it is the light bearer. It bears the light. The fire can burn you, or the fire can shed light. So it's pretty much what Prometheus is. Just to keep it short and simple. ROYALT512 at yahoo.com for the PDFs. R Vegan on Amazon for the ebooks. Jesus Christ 19 on IG. Taylor Budd is the Facebook parasite. And just really realize that that's what Lucifer is, of course. Lucifer basically being the shadow side of God that punishes evil. And then the more you give into temptation, the more you fuel the fire. Because to enjoy lust only fuels the fire. So it's there to let you know. It's a tether really back. It's a tether back to yourself to let you know as far as your temptations are. And then you will bear your own guilt. If you start speaking these things to yourself, like, as far as affirmations and forgiving yourself, appreciating yourself. If you start to say to yourself, I'm sorry for the lustful thoughts that led to the lustful actions that continue to lead to my demise. If you apologize to yourself out loud long enough, you will begin to take on that action, because you won't be able to live with yourself speaking that every day, or you just go fucking crazy. You'll just be that. You'll be an abomination to yourself. So, and that's your choice. So we all have to respect it. It would all be a lesson for all of us, for respecting and for continuity, because every possibility must manifest to for the other ones to manifest. If there is above, there has to be a below for an above to exist. So they're the same thing. It's just mind numbing. So that's where we're at.